Can you travel or live outside of the U.S. and still collect your disability benefits? What every medical professional must know about their disability insurance policy. I love to travel, and I'm sure you do. But when you buy a disability insurance policy, there's all sorts of strange policy provisions. One of the weirdest, in my opinions, are the disability carrier limitations on foreign residency and travel. So can you relocate to Costa Rica or Mexico because it's cheaper? Can you take a long family visit to Italy? Can you take a trip around the world? I'll talk about that and things you should do before you travel or think about relocating to a foreign country. Let's get started by getting out your disability policy. Look at the index and see if you can find a provision dealing with foreign residency and travel. Read it. What does it say? Most carriers allow a disabled insured to travel or reside in countries outside the United States, the District of Columbia, or Canada. However, the majority of carriers will place time limits on how long you can be out of the country or reside in another country. Time limits. Generally, carriers will limit the payment of disability claims if you're out of the United States for 6 consecutive months or more in a calendar year. Carriers, for some reason, interpret your ability to travel as an ability to work. What are some tips to protect yourself? Well, carriers hate medical reports from foreign doctors. They can't read them, and they don't have the necessary documentation regarding your restrictions and limitations and the objective basis for those. I suggest you have a medical evaluation before you go. You should be evaluated by your treating physician, document your symptoms, have the doctor document the objective findings and objective basis for the restrictions and limitations that prevent you from doing the material and substantial duties of your occupation. Please don't tell the doctor you're going out of the country for an extended period of time. That's going to send up red flags in your medical records. Medical evaluations when you get back are crucial. So make sure that when you return to the United States in the applicable time frame, you get an updated medical evaluation as if it were regularly scheduled. And don't tell them you've been out of the country. No social media posting. Do not post anything on social media about your activities. Don't have friends or relatives do any posting. You can be assured the carrier checks social media for activity, and pictures of you in Italy will become weapons in the disability carrier's denial arsenal. What happens if you're not a permanent resident or a U.S. citizen? Well, if you're not a permanent resident or a U.S. citizen, the disability policy is going to have an exclusion rider that's going to limit your foreign residency or travel. The rider will require that you return to the United States in order to continue to get your disability insurance benefits. Read that provision closely and make sure that you comply with those time requirements. Look, every medical professional needs to have a tailored individual disability policy. You're going to pay more for that, but it's protection you can count on. If you like to travel or plan to relocate to another country, you need to tailor your individual disability policy to meet those needs. If you have an ERISA policy, there's no negotiating. You need to know those terms before you travel or relocate. Don't make a mistake that can rob you of your peace of mind and financial security and limit your ability to travel. Call me today at 727-894-3188 if you have questions about your disability insurance policy, coordinating your disability insurance policies, and applying for your disability insurance benefits. If your claim's been denied and it's an ERISA case, you'll only have 180 days in which to file an appeal. That appeal is the trial of your case. So don't delay. And don't try to do it yourself like you have been at the Holiday Inn Express and have become an expert in disability ERISA litigation.